Okay, let's try making this as quick as possible. Hello. First of all, before you comment, I would love you to watch the entire video. Of course, I'll try to make it as fast as possible, so I'm not wasting your time. And there's a high chance I will be most likely tackling the topics you want to comment on. Second of all, there's a very high chance I make the title a little bit baity to get you in here, so I'm sorry for this. Recently, for like past 2 days, more or less, there have been a lot of comments, especially on Twitter, about Honkai story. I'm sorry, 3.0. So I can turn this on so like you can at least. So okay, maybe Cam will like log in. About 3.0 story, and how people are calling it bad, or there's a lot of yapping or a lot of talking, and like a lot of negative comments. And I would like to address this issue. First of all, I was able to finish the so not Pinakoni, Amparos story. It probably took me like 3 streams, um, around 25 hours, but I am quite slow with progressing, plus I sidetrack all the time, so I would say more or less like 15-17 hours. But I do read everything, so there's a very high chance this is one of the reasons why it took me so long. I think it's more or less like 10 hours. And I do think that the story is really good. While of course it's a new update, it's a new place. There's a lot of new lore. There's a lot of like world building lore, a lot of references to Honkai, to mythology, to religion. So like if you are into the story and you are reading everything, it's a really nice, real nice introduction to this location. Plus, I really like the way they are introducing characters. They are not like living characters. Oh, you learn about this character in the future. Also, but also sorry for the watermark. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Yeah, yeah. I'm using whatever. So yeah, I really like the way they are approaching the story right now. So I would definitely not call it bad. And I would say that there was like two cases where I was annoyed with the story. First was Oronix, I think Oronix Temple, where you are going there with Finon, and it was really annoying because the game was. And I feel like I was treated as 5 years old that have no eyes and no brain and can't think for myself. This is how I felt in that part of the story. Plus, in few cases there was a lot of inconsistencies. For our main character, for example, we experienced something or we were told something, and like 20 minutes later we are like, oh, I had no idea about this, and the entire shit is repeated. So few moments like this, but more or less, I would say the story is not like peak, but it's a really good story. It's a really good story. There's a really good introduction. There's a lot of cool lore. Plus, also, if you didn't notice, Final also have the brand, same as Tengyun have. So maybe this will be also explained in the future. And here is the problem I want to tackle about people saying that the story is bad. And I think the main reason why people are saying this is because they cannot express their opinion or what they think properly. Just like a certain person recently on the internet where he said something and everybody disagreed. And then he was, oh my god, everybody hates me. But I think that case is solved. So I think what people should be saying is that it's not the story that is bad, but the way the story is being delivered. Because once again, I do think story is really good. Are those annoying? If yes, I'm sorry. I do think the story is really good. but I still have a lot of issues with the way it's presented. Uh, of course, it will be nice to have like more cutscenes or things like this, more animations, because it does feel a little bad if all we see is character doing this, and yeah, it does feel bad. So don't get me wrong. Once again, story is great, but the way it's delivered, it feels bad. If someone is not into reading and, for example, prefers something like it was like 1.4 ZZZ, which was fucking amazing, I can see why they are pissed. But this is what I want to. This is what I want to clarify. People should, unless someone thinks the story is bad, then fuck you. But I think the issue here is not the story itself, but the way it's presented. And I do agree with it. It feels bad. And here is the problem, because Shaoji confirmed in the 3.0 live stream that we are having 8 patches of story. 8 straight patches of story. So there's a high chance we will have it will improve in the future, because they just wanted to like dish as many informations here from many places, and they wanted to like use that much money, but they I mean, of course it's Hoyo, they still have all the money, so like what the fuck. But like I don't know if this is how it's gonna be. Like I'm gonna be a little disappointed, but I'm gonna read this. But if there are people who, for example, are not into reading, or maybe do not have enough time, for like I do for now at least, where I can sit 3 days in a row for 10 hours on stream and just play the story, that's gonna be rough. That is gonna be rough. Although the music is fucking peak. Oof. The music is amazing, holy shit. So yeah, I do think we just, like, once again, I'm not disagreeing. I just think we need to address the issue properly. Unless you like, if you think the story is bad, please tell me what's bad about those, because I'm curious. I was thinking about it with a lot of people, and more or less, like, if someone is into the story, they were like, yeah, it's good. So I truly do think that it's not the story that's the problem. It's the way what they are doing this, aka the wall of text and like black screens and no animations. It would be nice to have more of it. And also one more thing, because I remember, I just like it came to me about things I'm not happy with. Mem, for the love of God, shut the fuck up. Like, first was Paimon, and now all I hear is mem. And I just want to take this character and rip its head off. Please. It's not hard to do. We have Abby. Like, Abby from Wuthering Waves is a perfect example of nice, like, mascot character that is cool, that can speak normally, and everybody loves it. Like, I don't think people, like, there's a lot of people who hate Abby. Abby is the fucking goat, so please do it with them. Like, I still have a lot of, maybe not a lot, but I still have a hope that Abby at some point, Jesus, that Abby at some point will evolve. I'm truly sorry. Abby at some point will evolve and learn how to speak. That will be amazing. So yeah, I'm sorry. How long is this? 9 minutes. Yeah, that's all I have to say. TLDR. If I can, I'll probably like a timestamp. TLDR. The story is good. For me, it's really nice. Music is amazing, but the PowerPoint presentation fucking sucks. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. Oh, it's fucking dark. And if you have anything to say, or like, I would like to know your thoughts. Have a good day. Bye.